Once, in the heart of a bustling city, lived a man named Richard Malone. Richard wasn't just wealthy, he was obsessed with it. Mansions, luxury cars, yachts, he had it all. He loved the attention, the praise, the feeling of being untouchable. Friends and family often reached out for help. Someone needed tuition money, a loan, or even simple advice. But Richard? He scoffed at them. "They'll manage," he'd say. "I earned this for me." Richard's life was a whirlwind of parties, high-end clubs, and expensive restaurants. He enjoyed the fleeting thrill of flaunting his wealth. People admired him, yes, but admiration wasn't love. It was admiration for a facade. And Richard, blinded by pride, didn't care. Weeks turned into months, and Richard's fame grew. Yet beneath his glittering life, a dangerous habit was taking root: gambling. It started small, friendly bets at private clubs, occasional poker games. But with every win, his confidence soared. With every loss, he shrugged it off, telling himself he'd win it back. "I always win," he thought. One Friday night, feeling restless, Richard went to his favorite elite club. Music thumped through the floor, and the scent of expensive champagne filled the air. Around the room, people were betting large sums at the poker table. Richard, wanting to impress, walked over and placed a staggering bet, laughing as his chips stacked high. At first, fortune smiled. He won several hands, the crowd cheered, and Richard's ego swelled. But then, luck shifted. A series of losses hit him one after another. He doubled his bets to recover, then tripled them, throwing caution and reason to the wind. The piles of chips that once symbolized his power began to vanish, slipping away like sand through his fingers. Hours later, the man who had everything, mansions, cars, friends, influence, had nothing. His accounts were drained, his assets liquidated to cover debts, and the last of his money disappeared in one final gamble. That night, Richard didn't return to a golden bed. He slept on a cold, unforgiving street, shivering under a thin blanket, his name meaningless to the world. He tried calling old friends, distant relatives, anyone. But the very people he had ignored and snubbed during his life of luxury, they had no reason to help him. Pride, arrogance, and greed had left him alone. The city that once cheered his name now walked past without a glance. In the days that followed, Richard learned lessons money could never buy: humility, gratitude, generosity. He understood, too late, that wealth is fragile and that relationships, once neglected, cannot always be bought back. Moral: pride and greed can destroy what hard work builds. Humility, vigilance, and helping others matter far more than wealth. Generosity is a shield wealth alone cannot replace. If this story helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today.